Well, something very interesting is happening right now on TikTok, on social media. You should pay close attention, not just because of what it reveals about the global economy, because of what it reveals about the psychological, the cultural, and the civilizational fraud that's at the core of Western society, Western civilization, the Western world. You've got Trump's new tariffs against Chinese goods, and now Chinese manufacturers are doing something about that that's unprecedented. They're going on social media and they're saying, we're the ones who make your luxury goods. We make your handbags, we make your shoes, we make your designer sunglasses, and so on. If you think that they come from Milan or from Paris, no, they come from China. And they're not just revealing that they're the ones who are manufacturing these goods, they're revealing the costs. They're revealing the margins, the markup. They're saying this handbag that sells for $2,000 in the West, well, it only costs $40 to make, and we'll make it, and we'll sell it to you directly. Now pause and reflect about that, on the depth of what that means. This is more than just a business revelation. This is a civilizational unmasking. They're exposing that the West actually produces nothing, but they take credit for everything, just like with colonization. The Western world has built its global prestige and its reputation on the central myth that it's the home of excellence, and that this excellence is a byproduct of their unequaled freedom, that Western societies are the pinnacle of quality, of craftsmanship, of innovation and refinement and so on, and all of this because they have so much liberty and so much freedom. So creativity and excellence thrive, right? Brilliance and hard work. All of that flourishes in the great sunlight of Western democracy. Meanwhile, actual excellence is outsourced. The only thing that you do is slap your label on what others make. You slap your logo on things that are made by the people who you demonize, who you disrespect, who you denigrate, who you look down upon, who you call peasants. Everything about your success is actually made possible by people who you call losers. The only thing that the West excels at is branding, taking credit. Your whole economy is a scam. A logo, a stamp, a label, and then they inflate the price 1,000-fold. That's what you make. You make logos. It's not a system of productivity. It's a system of appropriation. It's an economy of logos. It takes what others produce, stamp their name on it, and then sell it back to the world at an obscene profit. That's not excellence. That's fraud. And no one should be surprised by this, because this is a pattern that repeats throughout your so-called society, your so-called civilization. From Elvis Presley singing Hound Dog to the crown jewels of the British monarchy stolen from India. You're that dumb jock who puts his name on a test that he paid someone else to take for him. That's America. And you're literally charging people for nothing. It's like how you buy a $5 coffee that's 80% foam. Well, now the Chinese manufacturers are going online and they're telling you that you're only getting a thimble of coffee, a thimble of espresso, and 2 tablespoons of milk, and it should only actually cost you less than $1. That's the equivalent of what they're doing. You're literally paying for the privilege of drinking from a cup with a logo on it. So how fake is that? I mean, imagine being some rich idiot who's spending all of this money on a handbag, and you thought that your wealth was buying you some sort of exclusivity, who thought that, this branded handbag or that branded handbag was actually made from a higher quality leather than a suburban soccer mom could afford. Only to find out that even the highest quality of cowhide is actually still accessible to the janitor of their Manhattan apartment building. Well, what are they going to do now to try to be exclusive, to try to be fancy? Get handbags made out of giraffe skin, some endangered species? See, they're even scamming the wealthy. It's a surrealist economy. They make you poorer than you should be, and then they charge you for things far more than their actual cost. It's just like financialization, the same way that that's fake money. It's fake luxury. It's all created by spin. Your coffee is all foam. Now, theoretically, with these Chinese manufacturers, what they're doing should open up all sorts of opportunities for people in the West. Because now you can buy directly from these factories. All the factories that make these products. You could buy wholesale. You could buy bulk. You could create your own supply chains. You could even route them through other factories, say in Indonesia or in Malaysia or wherever else, and then have those factories slap your own logos or your own tags on them, saying that they were made in that country to bypass the tariffs, and boom, you have your own business. You can even make your own designs with identical materials, with the identical quality standards of all those luxury brand companies. But I know that the only people who are going to even do that, most likely in the U.S., are going to be immigrants, because Americans themselves are not actually anymore an enterprising people, if they ever were. You don't actually